We're back on the Riviera, and after cleaning off the front of the engine, we found out that this is the original engine, which makes our thoughts of just doing an engine swap with an LS or another 455 a little harder to swallow. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the engine out, we're going to strip it, clean it, drive it around to a machine shop or two, and let them tell us it's not savable. And if it is, we're going to get it all cleaned up, magnafluxed, and maybe bored, put it back together. If it's not savable, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But let's start by getting her out. We got a cherry picker, we got a leveling bar, and we have an engine with no cylinder heads or intake. Normally, you would either bolt some lifting brackets to the head, or they make a carb plate, but we have none of that. So we're gonna have to improvise. Option one, on the back of the engine, we've got a lifting eye that we can maybe send a D-ring through. And on the front of the engine, I'm thinking maybe put 2 head bolts in and some washers to space it out. I don't know. I'd like to think with that intake off and the heads, we shaved off a good amount of weight, because those things were ungodly heavy. We're gonna find out. Get this unbolted. We'll get the transmission unbolted, resting on these so we can push that out of the way. Then we'll jack it back up and see if we have the hardware for the engine stand. Otherwise, we'll leave it on the cherry picker until we can get the hardware.
Okay.
Now I think it's gonna fall off, so. Manhandle it with my gloves because I don't want to get my hands dirty. Should I get the top one?
Nope. I gotta do the bottom one first just in case. Good.
Manhandle it.
You're so strong, babe.
Okay. Now.
That doesn't look bad in there. Look at that. I mean, that is.
See the innards.
Doesn't look clean. See, to me, it looks good. I don't know about you.
One bolts. Nice dark. Nope.
All right. So we're gonna have to see if we have bell housing or bolts that are the same thread as the bell housing, but
Longer.
a few inches longer.
Okay.
Well, guys, we don't have hardware. Go figure. So tomorrow we're gonna take a run down to the Ace Hardware, pick up some grade 8 bolts so we can mount it to this here Pittsburgh engine stand while we can start stripping and cleaning the thing. But first, I want to push this car out because it's looking like the Exxon Valdez under there, since we dumped the entire transmission pan worth of fluid out the tail shaft.
Yeah, we did.
But we got it out. And that's really all you can ask for sometimes. We'll just go grab some Dawn and clean it like the little duckies. The good news is this thing's going to be about 500 pounds lighter. Should be a lot easier to push in and out of here.
Beast.
Look, I can almost roll it with one hand. Oh, Hercules, Hercules.
Hercules.
Okay, keep going. Don't let it.
No, I know. I just didn't want to.
Okay, good. Oh yeah. I guess I'll chalk it.
Yeah, please.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
I don't know why the Riviera ended up in the woods.
Hey, Ryan, wake up.
Still can't believe all the mud that came out of this thing.
You know, it's still coming. It's going to be coming out for days.
All right, let's clean up.
All right.
Looking like Pablo Escobar's mansion here. This is what happens when you do a transmission oil change on the floor.
Yeah.
Don't inhale deeply.
No. That's good for my lungs.
That's how you move product.
I'll pick up some more tomorrow, some real stuff.
Cut the transmission off. Engine's up on the stand. Now we need to strip it down so it's the bare block, and at some point we'll put some mystery oil in the cylinders to hopefully free up the rings.
Do it.
Coming off.
Oh
Oh,
gosh, what is that? I'm gonna get closer.
we had all kinds of critters living in here. Yep.
Oh.
Well, most of that came down and
Yeah.
fell through the.
Yeah. Got some turds.
I think this is all from falling down the valley.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that sludge. Okay. I don't know. What do you think?
All right. Well, let's get the front cover off. We can flip it back over and try to soak it with some mystery oil to loosen up those piston rings. And we're gonna need to,
Vacuum.
let's get the shop vac.
I'm gonna turn it off and start it again.
Okay. See if this cam will come out. I'm just gonna pry all these lifters up so they don't interfere. I'm gonna put these two bolts in here, and I'll use the pry bar, and we'll see if we can twist it at all.
Yes.
Nice and gently. Hold on, it'll lock. It's locked.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get the old supersize.
Yeah.
Try to lubricate all these cam bearings. And then we'll get right in there. And we'll try to get back there. All right. See if that'll work. Go this way.
Let me get some more of that.
This way.
Right.
Yeah, you can keep spraying. Twist it by hand yet?
I'm sorry. Right there. Yeah. How's that taste?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Nice.
There it is. Camshaft. Like it was underwater still. we won't be reusing it. I can promise you that. Got the cylinders soaking with some marble mystery oil. Sprayed the tops down with some PB Blaster. Make a little rust breaking concoction. Let that sit for a little bit and then see if we can get some flywheel bolts in there and turn the engine over. We want to make sure that the rings are now part of the cylinder, most likely. We want to try to break those free so when we try to turn it over, we're not damaging the cylinder wall already more than it already is. I want to be able to still bore this engine out, hopefully, and if we put 40,000 screws in, because this is a thin-walled block, we're not going to bore it out. We're not going to be able to bore it out any. Let's see if we can turn this engine over, or if we have to wait for it to soak more. In that case, we'll probably have to try again tomorrow and let it soak overnight. We'll see. Get these in. And get it locked. Oh. I am bending that screw. Okay, I bent it back. Let's get this threaded in more, maybe. We might need to not do that. We might need to just flip it over and tap them out.
Okay.
Because otherwise we're probably just... Granted, I don't think you're using this crank anyway.
I don't know. I think so. We'll see when we get...
But I also don't want to damage it in case we are. If we really didn't care, we could stick a pipe wrench on the front of the crank. That'll turn it over. We're going to try to just take each piston out one by one. Slide the blanket back over for this next one that's going to now make a mess. Actually, I might as well flip it this way now. Oh no!
Oh no!
Catch it! Oh, that one had a lot. All right. Where'd that rag go? That was all oiled up.
Oh, the one I threw away.
All right, that's fine. I'll just get one that spreads some love around. Okay. Now let's turn this over. And then we start taking some main bearing caps off. Here's two. Yeah, they're worn, but it's not wearing through.
Yikes.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Go back up a little bit. It's rotating.
oh, is it?
There we go. Now it'll go. Oh, sorry.
Yay!
Oh boy.
Got a piston.
Piston number one.
Or, I don't know.
Wow.
Whatever.
The first piston to actually come out.
That's the right.
I mean,
It's not.
it could be worse.
I know.
Could be better. Could be worse. We gotta get the massive amounts of rust that are stopping this piston from coming out but also not damage the cylinder walls at the same time. Very fine balance. We're trying to be gentle and only get it to knock the high stuff off. Takes off little chunks like that. And then hopefully it'll rotate. Because most of the cylinders where the piston was sitting is nice and clean. I'll show you in a second. I'll get these last two out. It's just where water and garbage was sitting that it's all rusted out. Out of all 8, you dropped the last one.
I know. Yep, I did. Out of all 8, I dropped the last one.
Alright, well, let's get the crank out, let's rotate it, and I'll show you guys the cylinder bores. See how damaged those cylinders are. Oh, we're really putting this Walmart table to the test. This is more weight than this thing was ever meant to hold. So the reason we were so worried about this block is these 455s have an extremely thin wall. I think they're only, what, 20 something pounds heavier than a small block Chevy,
Yeah, something like that.
which is good. You can have more displacement, later package, more power. However, because the walls are so thin, there's only so much we can bore over. So if there's deep grooves in the cylinders, we might be up a creek. What he's doing now is we're gonna clean out the cylinders with some brake clean. I'll wipe it all down. We'll get a flashlight and see how scored up the cylinders are from our hammer extravaganza and see how she's looking. It's gonna be real fun to get this concrete clean. Some of these are really nice. Like this one, I mean, it's super glazed, definitely needs to be honed. There's no more cross hatching to be seen. But there's not a whole lot of rust. And other ones are no longer shiny.
Yeah.
I'll go with the flashlight so you can see. So that one, you've got no more cross hatching, which can probably be hopefully bored out. This one, if they all looked like this, you could just hone it and call it a day. Nice and shiny. But they don't all look like that.
Oops.
Especially ones that look like this. You can tell which pistons were at top dead center. And actually you can tell where each piston was in its stroke. Because everything underneath the piston looks good. Everything above it, not so much. So what now? Well, I think the best course of action is to clean the block up. We can get rid of all the dirt because we don't want to take it to the machine shop and have it look like it was at the bottom of a lake because he's just going to say, nope, got no time to work on it. But if it looks nice and clean, block's all shiny, and there's just some rust in the cylinders, now it looks a little more appealing to him. So the cleaner we can get it, the better. That way we have the best shot at taking it over to the machine shop and having them say, yeah, no problem, we'll get her taken care of for you. That's the goal. See if it works.
Go.
The cylinder head loaded up. Whew. Okay, it all didn't come off as much as I would have hoped, but the rest of it should come off when we acid dip it. We'll get it over to the machine shop, and once they let us know what we can do, then we'll go from there.
All right, Dad, where are we going?
Going to bring the motor to Gary's machine shop, see if it's good, and hopefully know this week what we're going to do next with the engine.
Sweet. Yeah, Chris is working, so we're off on an adventure today. We'll see what he says.
Yeah, we'll find out in a few minutes, hopefully.
All right.
It's sat since '92, just so you know.
And what do you want me to do?
Clean it up, see if it's good, and then we can take it from there. If I got to order parts and have you put at least the crank and check the heads and go from that part, or
Okay.
what's your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts, and I'll do it, but I'm like months out. Months.
God.
I am down 2 people, and
Oh, I'm sorry. I know that feeling. I own my own plumbing business, but I work for myself, so.
so I mean, I would not be fast on it. It's very slow.
Okay. Well, everybody tells me to bring it here to you, so I know. I know you're busy.
Okay.
Want me to?
So we're gonna clean it, measure it all up, and then you're gonna go from there.
Yeah. If we're gonna put the Magnaflux it, check it, make sure there's no cracks, all that heavy good stuff.
Yeah.
It did sit. I mean,
No valves or nothing.
no. I mean, if we get to that point and everything's good, then I can order valves and all that.
Okay.
You can tell me what I need, because I don't know if it needs to be bored or, same with the crank. Who
Okay.
knows?
So this is a project of yours.
Yes. Yeah. My daughter. She's helping. I'm Tony, and this is Cassie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So yeah, I'd like to. I mean,
All right.
want me to back up over there?
Back up here and
Okay. Yeah, James is gonna take the Riviera and put a diesel Cummins in it, and then I bought the car off him.
You're gonna do what?
He was gonna put a Cummins diesel in the car.
In a Riviera?
Yeah. He goes, the body was too nice. I couldn't, in my heart, do it. So. He does the
What'd you buy from him? You bought
the
a
70,
car?
yeah, 71 Riviera. He bought
Okay.
it. Yeah.
And he was gonna put a Cummins.
Yeah, because the motor was. So he's like,
Wow.
Yeah. But then he decided not to, and he sold it to me. I'm glad he didn't, because I really love the car.
Good. Your daughter wants it. Is it for you?
No, it's for him. This is all him.
Yeah, well, her husband is helping me. He's at work today, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody's working.
Yeah, I work somewhat.
Yeah.
You get an age for plumbing, I just, can only do so much.
All right, the engine's dropped off. Unfortunately, it sounds like it's going to be a couple months, but we have a couple things we can do while we're waiting. We got the interior, the brakes. What else?
Interior, brakes, suspension.
Yeah.
Get the car cleaned up, and then decide what we're going to do about the body. If we're going to just leave it, or maybe do a little quick and down and dirty paint job on it. We'll see.
Yep. Oh, and the transmission. Figuring out where we're going to send that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Electrical. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
we'll still put out videos about it, and we still got the wheelies to work on. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.